That military horn right there, boy. Hear that right there? You hear that horn, man? You already, that's a test phase right there, man. You know what I mean? That's gonna be that horn when that natural, well, not natural, so-called natural disaster takes place. You hear that horn from all cities. Peace to the gods and the goddesses, man. About to do a quick little live stream. Still gotta acknowledge, shout out to the Cash App supporters for sending in those donations. Y'all already know who y'all are. Shout out to the Cash App supporters. Yo, somebody from Cash App sent me something like they was trying to purchase something. Like, yo, man, I don't sell nothing through Cash App. Alright? Nothing is being sold through Cash App. The Cash App was specifically created because the people suggested that I set up something where they could send donations. Cash App came up by one of the supporters in the comment section. You know what I mean? I think it was through a live stream or something. They suggested I get it. Cash App ain't there to be selling no products. I ain't selling no products through no Cash App. You know what I mean? So throw that out the window. Cash App is there for donations. By the grace of the people, the supporters. I know y'all like how I say that, but yo, somebody had asked me about mansions. I know I mentioned mansions before, but I don't think I specified a video. Damn, I missed my damn turn, son. Great, baby. I don't know if I know I don't. Matter of fact, I don't think I specified a video talking about mansions. What mansions really are. But you gotta know, mansions. Broke people see mansions as luxury. You know what I mean? And those who are, I'm taking this van back right now because this joint got like exhaust coming through the vents. Somewhere this exhaust is coming from, man. Like I could smell the smoke. It's like the muffler is inside this mother dutter. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, I'm bringing this van back. I'm like, hell no, I ain't waiting to no Monday, man. I'm not driving this piece of trash. Bringing it back to the damn base, B. But broke people see mansions as luxury. Broke people see materialistic items as luxury. Those that know what it is, they will also play it off as if it is luxury, only to keep those who see it as luxury in that perception. They got to keep their minds on. You know what I mean? They got to keep the mind on them. Mansions ain't got nothing to do with luxury. You know what I mean? It's basically a symbol of a grand master mason. That's what it is, man. It's a symbol of a grand master mason. Masons are in mansions. You know what I mean? You look at the word mansion, see the word mason. You know what I mean? Because that's where the masons reside. That's why the mansions, you know, it has like this grand master architect design. It has the pillars, whether it's using the statues, you know, the staircase, the chandelier, the gates, the road, you know what I'm saying, the pathway to the house of the Lord. You know what I mean? from the walls, the type of materials that they use. It's all symbolism, son. It's all symbolism, son. That's what those mansions are. People that acquire those mansions, they are part of a society. You see, broke people assume that they could just, broke individuals, let me be specific. Broke individuals assume that they could just get a lot of money and then somehow buy a mansion. If that happened, it's extremely rare. It's extremely rare. But mostly people who have mansions, they live inside of a community. Most people might want to call the community a secret society community. Hey, whatever you want to call it, son. It's a freaking community, son. And those people that live in that community, where all those men know that they got like a mansion here, like in certain parts of the planet, where they call it like Beverly Hills or California, even out here in Long Island, New York, Long Island. They know they got certain spots out here. Yeah, they even got some like little mild spots out here in Brooklyn. You know what I mean? But it's mild out here in BK. But no, when you see those areas that these people live in, they will call it like a gated community, whatever. And they got like their own security guard, or police patrolmen, security guards that patrol the town. And you see they would have like a mansion here, and then way down the road it'll be another mansion. You know what I mean? And way down the other road it'll be another mansion, and you might have another mansion across the street. In other words, it'll be like a lot of land from mansion to mansion. Or there's times when the mansions is not really that far apart from each other, or it would be like a mansion, a whole bunch of woods, another mansion, a whole bunch of woods, another mansion, a whole bunch of woods, and another mansion. You know what I mean? But those are people that's part of a society, son. They part of a society. And just like people get kicked out of villages, you have people that get kicked out of society, son. You know what I mean? So there's times when you could hear somebody losing their mansion or losing their house. They will try to say foreclose, whatever the reason may be, and they lose their mansion and they got to move somewhere. That's one way how those people get kicked out of that society, son. Because when you are part of a society, you work together, and they keep the money flowing within. So it's like you're part of that society, so they make sure that you're good. You know what I mean? They make sure that you're good. When you're looking at these mansions out here, they are owned by Masons and Eastern Stars. Broke people see it as a big crib with a bunch of rooms. Those in the know that the only reason why a mansion has a lot of rooms is because you have like a society within a society, meaning that the people that you have living in your house, they all work for you. They assist you in the bigger goal or the bigger picture, which would be all of the people that live in that community, son. You know what I mean? They would, and whatever it is, son. You know how they got all these different tasks. They got these celebs or these so-called rich people out here doing whatever it is that they doing. They assist them in it, son. They assist them in these endeavors. But broke people will always see it as luxury. You know what I'm saying? And the reality is that word luxury means sex. You know what I'm saying? Sex. That's what luxury means, huh? That's not luxury that you're looking at. You're looking at a certain level of degrees that certain people occupy. They occupy a certain level of degrees. And they are granted permission to live in those mansions because they don't own the board, which is the land that the mansion stands on. You know what I mean? They don't own the land that the mansion stands on. So basically, they all puppets. But those are Masonic temples. Those are Masonic temples, man. The mansions. Go take a look at those. Go on Google and look at some mansions. Just type in images of mansions. Go on Google and take a good look at it. And see all the degrees in it. Like, you could look at somebody like Michael Jordan. Most people would be like, yo, he paid. He got this big ass crib. Look at his house. Look at his gates. Look at his yard. Look, he got basketball court. And whatever other stuff that he got going on inside of his mansion. Yo, man, they know that they have to constantly exercise their craft. Michael Jordan didn't just put a basketball court inside his house so he could, you know what I'm saying, flaunt it. He put that there because he know in order for him to become a Grand Master Mason, you know, that's why he's Mike L. Jordan. Look at the logo that Michael Jordan is doing when he's dunking the ball. A lot of people assume he was just doing that to dunk the ball. No, Michael Jordan was shape-shifting his body into a sigil. Because if you look at the Jumpman logo, the Air Jordan symbol, you will see it's a pyramid and the ball symbolizes the eye over the pyramid. Just like on the back of the dollar bill. You know what I mean? Michael Jordan doing that Air Jordan dunk when he got his legs open and his hand up in the air holding the ball. That is the pyramid, and the basketball symbolizes the eye, which is the sun, because that's literally what the basketball symbolizes in basketball. It symbolizes the sun. So he's doing the same thing that's on the back of a dollar bill, because he understood that he might have not understood it when he was before he started getting on playing ball. But when he got on and he started playing ball, and he got up with that coach, the people, when he going to these basketball camps, and you know he's rubbing elbows with these different basketball players and these different coach, they are put on to the game. You know what I mean? They are told things that the average person in a basketball stand will never know. They part of that society, man. You know what I mean? They doing rituals. Straight up. They put on to certain Masonic degrees, certain Masonic teachings. And they are told about certain things. So, Michael Jordan, because you know you got certain people out there, like they will be like, well, you know, they will show their affiliation with certain Masonic societies. Now they could wear certain jewelry, they could wear certain colors, they could throw up certain symbols with their hands. Like they would say people throwing up the devil horns, show you the Baphomet, or they show you the one eye symbolism. People take pictures with one eye symbolism and they be like, yo, this person right here, he's doing this, doing that. Nah. You know what I mean? A lot of the times they doing that is because they showing that they are part of a certain Masonic society, son. So instead of Michael Jordan throwing up the Baphomet, you know what I mean? He do the elite symbol. You know what I mean? Instead of him throwing up the pyramid like Kobe Bryant or Jay-Z with the hands, he turned his whole body into a pyramid and show you the sun one time with the basketball, and y'all think that's a Jumpman dunk. Nah, man, he's showing you the sigil, son. You know what I mean? He moving through the air. That's why they call him Air Jordan, because the pyramid, that's a loft. You know the eye that they have hovering over the pyramid on the back of a dollar bill that looks like a pyramid? That's a loft in the air. That's the symbol of the air. That's the sigil of air. The sigil of air is the pyramids. You know what I mean? So when they calling him Air Jordan, they showing you the symbol, man, making noise as hell. And they calling him Air Jordan. They showing you the symbol of air, which is the pyramid, which is what he does with his body. He turns his body into a sigil when he's jumping and do the pyramid joint. You know what I mean? And his name Jordan. You know, Mike L. Who's Michael? The fallen angel. You think it's a coincidence that Michael Jordan has a 23 number on his freaking shirt? Ah, man, that's degrees, man. That's degrees. I remember one time when he had retired and came back, and it was like they're gonna fine him. I think it was $1,000 or whatever they was gonna fine him for wearing the jersey with the number. And most people will look at it like, yo, that's his number. You know, he attached to that number. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. They looking at it basically emotional. But Michael Jordan knew that he wanted to acquire that Grandmaster Mason degree. When these people get their jerseys hung up, that's a symbol that symbolizes they reached that Grandmaster level. They reached that Grandmaster level. So now they are, so just like the pyramid that's aloft, hovering over the pyramid, the eye that's hovering over the pyramid on the back of a dollar bill that's suspended in animation. That's the same thing they do with these jerseys. They suspend it in animation. It's like a solstice ritual that they do. You know what I mean? It is no different than the Jesus Christ story, son. And they're telling you that Jesus Christ, but they said he got hung on a cross. They killed him on a cross, and he rose on the third day. And on the third day, he ascended into heaven. You know what I mean? He got killed when he was 33. And then he ascended into heaven on the third day. So that's 33 degrees, the Grandmaster Mason. And a third. 33 degrees and a third, son. Because he rose on the third day. So when you see them hanging Jordan jersey up, 23, that's 33. 2 3s, man. He reached the status, man. He's a Grandmaster Mason, son. He mastered the craft. He mastered the craft of basketball. All of these, like, abilities that they would say is associated with talent out here, like, they would be like, everybody got their talent. And they would say, you got to keep working on your talent to perfect your talent. What they really saying is you got to keep sharpening your skills to master mason your craft. You got to master mason your craft. You know what I mean? So he reached the rings represent. It's not so much him winning championships. I mean, to the emotional person, yeah, like the Chicago Bulls or LA Lakers or, you know what I'm saying, all these basketball teams, like, yeah, that's my team, that's my team. They won the championships, man. You know, LeBron James, they doing it big right now. They getting the rings. Them rings is degrees. Them rings is degrees. You know what I mean? They go hard for the rings because they know to master in their craft of being a mason, and they get accepted into that society. Why do you think they don't live amongst regular people? They don't live amongst people that's not part of that society. They don't deal with people that's not part of that society. They don't really talk to people that's not of that society, man. You can look at these celebrities and be like, yo, how come they talking to this person but they don't talk to that person? Like, they would freely talk to somebody. Like, you could see them freely talking to somebody that's gay. They'd be like, how the hell this person, like a Michael Jordan. Let's use Michael Jordan as an example. You'd be like, yo, how the hell Michael Jordan sitting up here talking to this gay person all freely smiling, cracking jokes and all that, but he won't be seen talking to somebody on a level that's trying to uplift the God race. That's because that gay person is part of that society, man. You know what I mean? They know how to recognize those who's part of the society. They look for certain symbols, jewelry, you know what I mean? Or certain people could be in the same space. They get word like, yeah, you know, they part of the society. And you know, they talk to these people, son. You know what I mean? So, you know, these Masons, artificial house of the Lords. I mean, these mansions, you look at the word mansion, see the word Mason up in there. The artificial house of the Lord, the temples that the Grandmaster Masons dwellings. It ain't good and it ain't bad, yo. I stated before, these Masons out here on their games, son. These Masons out here is on their games. They picked up where the hell the guard race dropped the ball. The guard race dropped the ball of running the planet and picked up the Bible to be in slavery. They dropped the ball of knowing of how things work in this realm and picked up the book of belief. Now they all up under the belief spell, son. You know what I mean? Straight up. It don't matter if it's a man living in the house or if it's a woman. Eastern stars don't matter. It don't matter, man. They Masons. They part of that society, man. You know what I mean? And when they become part of that society, it's a job. They actually working for the people of that society. The same way like how you was, like if you was part of a community, you will be working with what that community is pointing you out to do. Yo, I need you to take care of this. I need you to take care of that. I need you to take care of this. You know what I mean? So it's like you working for a group of people. These celebrities, they don't work for the fans. They might think they make music that the fans like. No. They make music that the society that they are a part of tell them to make. It might look like the fans is feeding for that kind of music, but that's only because they have been pre-nurtured to crave the frequency of death. You know what I mean? They've been pre-nurtured to crave the frequency of death. So hell yeah, go take a good look at some of these mansions, man. You can see the sacred geometry all in it. Now, those when you see these celebrities buying cars like Bugattis, Bentleys, Lamborghinis, Rolls Royce, you know, McLarens, all these expensive cars, they don't buy those cars, you know what I'm saying, because they basically want to get their floss on. You know, some of them do that. Some of them, like they will buy the car, but they will also get their floss on. You know what I mean? But that's not the main reason they get the cars. The emotional person would see that as, yo, he's stunting on them right now. They styling on them. They over there. They riding clean. They got the new Bentley SUV. They got the new Lamborghini SUV. They crushing it right now. You know what I'm saying? They looking at it emotional. They don't know the same way how these mansions, the way how these mansions are built, it represent a certain affiliation with a society. The way how certain jewelry that these people wear, like when you see these rappers out here with that cross doesn't really represent Jesus Christ. That cross got nothing to do with Jesus Christ. It ain't got nothing to do with church. Because if you look at it, if you look at a lot of these crosses that a lot of these rappers be wearing, it don't got Jesus on it. You know what I mean? A lot of these crosses don't have Jesus on it. You know what I mean? But the emotional person will see the cross and be like, yo, they over here, they repping Jesus Christ. Nah, man. They got two crosses on a lot of the times. A lot of the time they got two crosses on. Double cross. You know what I mean? They showing you that they part of a society that understand the symbolism behind the jewelry, son. You know what I mean? So the same way how they could wear certain jewelry, which shows that they are a part of a specific Masonic society, is the same way when they buy cars. They riding around in a Lamborghini, riding around in a Bentley, riding around in a Rolls Royce. You know what I mean? When you hear, they just announced, I think they already been announced this, but they just announced that Jay-Z is like the first billionaire. The emotional first billionaire hip-hop artist, something like that they announced. An emotional person would look at that and say, yo, Jay-Z, he got $1 billion, man. Like, yo, that boy paid. You know what I mean? Oh, this van making a lot of noise. Gotta get off this road. Get out this lane, please. They'll be like, Jay-Z is a billionaire, first black billionaire hip-hop artist, blah, 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 blah. How the headlines read, all the hip-hop fans, the broke cats who don't know what money really is. Only the ones who don't know what money really is, they be like, yo, that boy got $1 billion, yo, Jay-Z paid, yo, I wish I could have Jay-Z money, yo, Jay-Z know what it is. But they don't understand that that's coded language. That's letting those in the know in that Masonic society know that Jay-Z is part of the Billionaires Club. Billionaires Club, meaning that he's part of that Bill society, son. He's part of the Baal, the Bull society. Just like the bull they got on the Lamborghini. He's part of that Bull Brother society, son. He just stepped it up into a new chain of a society, son. You know what I mean? The money is like a symbol for celebrities that let those in the know what society they are affiliated with. Just look at it like broke people. Broke people are part of a poverty society. You ain't in my tax bracket, fam. You ain't got enough zeros behind your W-2s. You know what I mean? They got it where on certain parts of the planet, they have what is called, I think it's called a red line or something like that, where they have people who got bad credit. They all have them isolated in specific territories. They already know if you got effed up credit by a certain territory that you live in. You know what I'm saying? So you will be considered part of that broke society. You will be considered part of a poverty society. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they already could look at the symbol. Whether that be your earnings, your damn SSI number, you know what I'm saying? Where you live. You know what I'm saying? They could already determine that by looking at those symbols and say that this person is part of a poverty society. A society where the people are extremely immature. Ain't no other way to say it. They part of a society that's extremely immature. And you got 100,000 people living together. They all broke, but none of them want to come together and help each other. So that's because they are extremely immature, son. You know what I mean? So they already are part of that damn society, son. You know, you're in poverty, son. You know what I mean? So it's like a certain amount of money, like when they be putting these stats for how much these celebrities be making, or whoever is out there, these corporations or whatever, son, they letting them know what part of society they occupying, son. You know what I mean? The reality is all them fancy cars and all that stuff, like the Rolex, like when you see people like these actors, these rappers, when they talk about, yeah, you know, I just copped my Rolex, you know what I'm saying? Or better yet, when you see like say you would see somebody like Dr. Dre give an artist that signed to his label, let's say an artist signed to Dr. Dre's label 4 years ago. And let's say this artist been putting in a lot of work, been going in hard with the music. Dr. Dre would do like a Snapchat video or Instagram video of a surprise gift giveaway. And that surprise gift giveaway would be a Rolex. Now, the emotional people, the fans would look at that and be like, oh, yo, Dre just blessed them with a Rolex. And Dre would put the number out there to throw the emotional people even more off and be like, yeah, you know, this Rolex right here costs $1.3 million, son. You know what I mean? So they looking at it like, damn, son, he just dropped $1,300,000 on a watch. And like, that's all they see is money. But they don't know that Dr. Dre is talking to his artists in codes. 13. You part of the society now. This is your ring. Because a watch is nothing but a ring for your wrist. You know what I mean? The same way how you look at certain these Masons be having certain rings on their fingers. A watch is nothing but a ring for your wrist. You look at the Rolex, you see the crown on it, son. The king crown. All kings were Masons. All queens were Masons. That's not even debatable, son. So it's like you part of the society now. You done stepped it up, son. You done showed your worth. You done proved your worth, son. You know what I mean? Now, the artist might not know it, or he might know. But depending on how much they reveal to him, eventually he will know. He will let him know. You know what I mean? Straight up. So it's like when you see some artists going hard for certain jewelry, it's not because they drop a certain amount of money on the jewelry and they're like, damn, I got to get my chain or my watch back. It's because the piece that was taken from them, or whether they get robbed or violated, whatever the situation is, the piece is worth way more than the money. It's an affiliation. It's a token of an affiliation, son. You know what I mean? So it's not that they going hard to get the watch back because it costs money. It's priceless. It's a token that represents an affiliation with a society, son. So that's why they go hard for it, son. Not going there because they got money. They can buy another damn watch. It ain't about the money, son. It's about where it came, what it represents. That's why they go hard for it, son. You know what I mean? Straight up. You gotta stop seeing things like a damn human. Humans would never get it, son. They whole brain is built on a cellular level to only respond to positives and negative polarities. That is it, man. They whole brain is built, you know what I mean, on nanotechnology. The whole brain of a human, the whole brain of anything that's artificial, period, son. You know what I mean? Because if you really think about it, what is the power source of energy that goes through everything that is artificial? Electricity. And what polarities does electricity operate on? Positive and negative. Electricity goes through all things. That's why I say our bodies ain't electric, man. We etheric, man. You know what I'm saying? You could dumb down your etheric energy to vibrate on an artificial energy because you have the power to create energy. So therefore, you could create an artificial energetic atmosphere inside of your vessel, son. You can make your body vibrate on an electrical frequency. You know what I mean? But if you look at electricity, it operates on negative and positive polarities. And notice that electricity exists in anything that is fake. Whether it be a cell phone, a damn car, a tablet, an airplane, a TV, a light bulb, a computer, a damn train. It don't matter what it is, man. All electronic devices house electricity. Even this planet house electricity. And it operates on positive and negative. So therefore the vessel that is created, that house the electricity, has to be built around positive and negative. It cannot be built outside of positive and negative, because then it wouldn't be grounded and it wouldn't work. So when you're looking at the humans, man, their whole body was designed around artificial energy, man. Electricity, positive and negative, man. That's why it ain't about uplifting no fallen humanity, man. They always gonna look things in a positive eye. Well, I don't like that. I like that. I don't understand what he's saying. I understand what he's saying. Good, bad, like, dislike, love, hate, up, down, left, right, happy, sad. Polarities, man. You know what I mean? Straight up. So they always, when they looking at these things that's taking place, that these artists is doing, these celebrities is doing, whether they in a mansion or they in a damn crazy limousine that costs $1 million. You know what I mean? They always gonna look at it with a electronic brain. They always gonna see it with an electronic brain, positive or negative. They never gonna hear mimicking an overseer vibration, because they would try to front and act like they on that wave, because they copy and paste everything. But the reality is they would never be on that wave. Because if you was able to tap into that wave, you wouldn't need to be inspired. You would have been tapped in. You know what I mean? They fake to the core. They artificial to the mother freaking core. What's going on with my charger? I'm bugging out. You know what I mean? So they always gonna see luxury as emotional. They always gonna see these mansions. And yeah, these mansions be looking nice. Some of them be looking big. I mean, be looking clean. Yeah, some of them be looking good, but you got to be able to look past that. You got to be able to look past that the chandelier costs $1 million. You got to be able to look past that they got a damn shark tank the size of a football field in the damn floor. You got to be able to look past that, man. You know what I mean? They got whales in their damn mansions, son. Endangered species swimming in the ground right now. You know what I mean? You got to be able to look past. You got to be able to look past the walk-in closet with all of the chinchillas and all of the shoes, the custom shoes that cost $10,000 a shoe. You got to be able to look past that. You got to be able to look past the bling that's on the jewelry collection. You got to be able to look past the carrots that's in the eggs. You can't look past that. Yo, the only ones who got the ability to really look past that is the souls on the planets, the God race, the etherable beings. They are the only ones who really got the ability to look past that. I ain't talking about these melanated demons, these clones out here, these fake carbon people, these melanated demons. They could never look past that. That's why you see them praying to money, worshiping punani and checks. You know what I mean? Because they artificial. Therefore, they only going to be able to worship anything that's artificial. You can always tell when someone is artificial when they are in submission to something that is artificial. They can't even get out that vibration if their life depended on it. I mean, you're going for it, go ahead, bro. You got the bend 0 to 60 in 2.8. Gun it. You gotta see things as an overseer, non-emotional. The emotions will clog you from seeing the answer. You looking at the mansion, like, yo, that mansion is popping, son. Yo, they got all the Ferraris and all the by the pool side. They got all the champagne, the wine deck, big cigars. They got all the weed, all the liquor over here. Like, yo, son, you doing it. They don't see a libation waiting to take place. A sex fertility ritual waiting to take with the water symbolizes the sex. The birth, the water of the womb symbolizes what's in the pool. The pool has water, has fluid in it, should I say. The woman's womb. So when you're looking at the pool, you're looking at a symbolic vagina. Them girls sitting on the pool, the emotional person to see that, like, oh, yo, he got the chicks over here with the fat butt, big breasts, yo, I'm about to turn up. You don't know that's a libation waiting to take place. They exercising sorcery, man. Keeping the weak weak. Keeping y'all lusting. You can't go past the lust vibration. All you see is a fat butt. You know what I mean? I see a spell waiting to take place. The liquor is there because you know they gotta do they damn ceremonies with liquor. They do it in the damn church. They use alcohol, red wine. Church all the time. Pretty soon the damn priest or the pope gonna be putting marijuana, as y'all wanna call it, in the damn chalice. You know what I'm saying? Swinging it back and forth. You know what I mean? It's gonna be marijuana in the damn chalice. Hurry it up. They don't understand the society of the spellcasters, man. Straight up, the mansions is full, man. Those people ain't getting in mansions because they working hard, man. The hell, like I stated before, man, if these people was really getting all that stuff because they was working hard, or it had to do with really hard work, the Mexicans would be the richest ones on the goddamn planet, son. Because when I used to be working in the city, son, it's like I used to be passing a lot of like food spots that used to have a lot of Mexicans that used to be delivering food and things like that, flowers and things like that. These Mexicans go hard, son. They work their ass off. Even when I used to be in Long Island, son, used to see them out there cutting grass all day in hot ass weather, son. They all day cutting grass, doing a bunch of landscaping. I'm like, yo, the Mexicans work their ass off, son. Ever since I've seen how hard these Mexicans go, and these people be talking about hard work is what gets you all. I'm like, get the hell out. I ain't gotta do no damn hard work. The Mexicans are the hardest working people on the freaking planet, man. Ain't nobody on the planet working harder than the Mexicans, man. Nobody, son. Point out another species that's working harder than the Mexicans, man. The Mexicans outwork anybody on this planet in a heartbeat. They go hard, man. But they ain't the richest on the damn planet. You know what I mean? Straight up. That's an illusion. Ain't a hard work. It's about what society you get down with. What you willing to do. How far are you willing to go? You know what I mean? In other words, for the carbonated beings, are you willing to lose your soul? If you're willing to lose your soul, then yo, they gonna snatch you on up. People that ain't willing to lose their soul, yo, I can't go that far, fam. You bugging, son. Yo, you know what? I'm good, son. I'm gonna fall back in the cut. I'm gonna fall back in the cut like healing skin. You know what I mean? Chill. Chill, bruh. You wildin'. Now you know. And you no longer have to believe. That should be the goddamn slogan. Instead of saying, now you know and knowing is half the battle. Hell with that. Now you know, and now you no longer have to believe. Know what I mean? Straight avocados, man. We out here right now, bro. Yo, this phone is making it look a hell of a lot brighter than what it really is, man. It's dark out here, man. I mean, it's dark out here. I think we must got some crazy high dynamic range or something on or something. Look at this person coming close to me, B. At the turn. He ain't even learned his lesson from getting that smack in the front of his damn car. Yo, I be sensing these people, bro. I'm driving and I can sense this car just creeping up on me. I'm like, turn to the side. He's swerving in my lane, son. I gotta move over to the right, son. These damn demons, man. I always want to get next to the God. Heard up, they fall business. Right now I'm supposed to be doing laundry, son. I'm supposed to be in the crib doing laundry right now. I come out here and get this van. Damn, it's 6:40 already, son? Hold on for a second, son. Damn, doing that. Y'all see these cats trying to clown Michael Jackson in the Matrix. They like, yo, Chris Brown better than Michael Jackson. Freak out of here, son. Ain't no hybrid better than the original. Even though Michael Jackson lost his goddamn soul by doing all that weird shit he was doing. Ain't no freaking hybrid better than Michael Jackson. You crazy, son? Michael Jackson had pure, etheric talent, son. I mean, Chris Brown, man, he a copy and paster, man. Ain't nothing he do original. Ain't nothing a hybrid do original, man. If it wasn't for no Michael Jackson, it would be no damn Chris Brown. You got to keep a cold signing it like, yeah, I think Chris Brown. You know, I don't get involved in all that crap. It just goes to show, man, what kind of society, kind of realm that is, man. People ready to bite your head off. Talking about Michael Jackson was a pedophile. But these people get their checks signed by pedophiles and they ain't got nothing to say about that. You know what I mean? People who be owned in Hollywood and them radio station, them record company, they the biggest pedophiles on the damn planet. But ain't nobody saying nothing about that though, son. Mad, son. Yo, you gonna turn or what, bro? You had your light on for like 2 blocks, babe. With Keystone plates, man. You better go back to where you from, bro. People with these out of state plates coming up here. You know what I'm saying? Slowing up the flow, bro. You're trying to keep it moving out here, man. These slow people always be slowing stuff down. Wave band I'm on is consistent. These people got a lot of pauses, a lot of intervals in their timelines. They got a bunch of pauses and a bunch of intervals, man. My joint is consistent. Now I just keep it moving. My wave band is like etheric speed. The hell with God speed. It's etheric speed. Straight avocados. It's way down the block, dude. Yeah, what's going on in the chat, man? Let me see what's going on up here in the chat, yo. It's popping in the chat. Yo, Polar Bear, you always come up in here and say the same 3 things, then you leave, man. What's going on with you, bro? Peace to the God, Polar Bear. What up, what up? About to give me a strike, man, playing that beat. Word, man. So, yo, that's what cashew was at. That's what it be, man. What the mansion is, man. And all of those mansions have secret layers, so-called secret layers in it, where they do sacrifice, blood sacrifice. That's something. Matter of fact, they had a movie. What was the name of this movie I was watching, man? Where they had this girl. She was like a delivery girl. She was slow too. And she had went to this town to deliver some pizza. And the people ain't giving no tip or something like that. And she like went through the back side of the crib. She up in the crib and these people is having a damn seance. And this girl, lady telling like, yo, you ain't supposed to be here right now. You're so emotional, focusing on the damn shit. So she basically found herself running around in a community where there's a whole bunch of mansions, man. Like a bunch of rich people, basically, son. It was like a full moon, son. It was like a full moon happening, and they was doing like blood sacrifices. And she run into somebody else's house trying to get help from them. They take in the house, making it seem like they trying to get help from her, but they about to sacrifice her. You people be on some ish out here, bro. Don't think that these people who got money like that, son, is like cut from a clean cloth, man. Know what I mean? If you could see the cloth that these people came from, it'll be like Jeepers Creepers. You ever seen that movie Jeepers Creepers? With that scarecrow type creature that feed every 23 years or something like that. It was talking about it feeds Jeepers Creepers. Now his body consists of all the people that he killed. He take their body parts and use it, son. Whether it's eyes, skin, tongue, you know what I'm saying? Teeth, whatever it is, man. You kill a person, consume them, and that person body becomes a part of his body, son. If you could see what these celebrities really did, if you could see the cloth that they came from, it would literally be a Jeepers Creeper design, son. Flesh of other people, organs of other people, bodies of other people attached to these people's cloth. It'll be all stitched in the cloth, son. All these different body parts, blood, memories, of doing all this wild-ish. You know what I mean? People got effed up lives, man. Effed up lives. They make it seem like it's all good because, you know, they keep flaunting that illusion in broke people's face. Trying to make people think, yeah, once you get all the money, you good now. Nah, man. You get all that money, that could be the beginning of all your damn problems. You have so much more problems when you got a lot of money, but now it's like you don't really know who to trust. You now enter a space and time where you could literally not trust nobody. Even though you're supposed to be on that wave, like scanning everybody now. But when you got a lot of money and everybody know you got a lot of money, son, now it's like, who the hell could you really trust? Who could you really trust now that everybody know you got a lot of money, son? You know what I mean? You can't trust nobody, son. Because it's like all these people is always going to agree with you. They're always going to yes man you or yes woman you. They're never going to be honest with you because they scared you're going to be like, yo, I'm cutting you off. You ain't getting no more money. And then if you do that, these people got like in their minds that if you cut somebody off, now these people want to hurt you, son. They'll try to set you up, try to get you robbed, try to get you killed. Yo, these people are some demons on this planet, son. I would say a lot of the friendships that celebrity have with certain people, fake friends, fake friendship that they have with certain people that they try to pass off as if it's real friends, is because they know that if they was to break it off with this person, that person would literally try to get them killed, son. So it's like they in a duress relationship, son. I know there's at least one celebrity out there living like that. At least one. Because you see how these cats act in the hood. Somebody in the hood could get a little lawsuit for $5,000, man. And let's say that dude don't break nobody off. They waiting for him in the hallway, son. They waiting for him in the hallway like mail. You know what I mean? They waiting for something in the hallway like mail. Ready to press them. Because these people assume that you owe them something. Because that's how demons move, man. Demons always assume that you owe them something. You know what I mean? They got a mentality that, yo, if you get it, I better get some because you owe me. You really don't have to owe these people nothing, son. But they act like you owe them, son. A lot of the reasons why people don't come up in the world, so-called come up in the world, is because they hanging around people with unachievable vibrations. Meaning that these people would never achieve nothing. And they keep you in that unachievable vibration. But yo, man, I'm about to get up out of here. About to get my van. Get up out this smoke bomb, my man. I already know what it is, man. I'm out.